Welcome to the Next Sell Over, the podcast where the sharpest financial minds come to get out of the weeds, get real about growth, and finally build the business they thought they were signing up for. I'm your host, Jenna Moser, Fractional COO and Strategic Growth Partner for the financial operators who are building smart, lean, high-profit businesses. That includes, but not limited to, bookkeepers, accountants, fractional CFOs, and agency founders who are out of the startup stage, but still stuck in the day-to-day. And if that's you, you're in the right cell, because this podcast is about moving one cell, one system, one decision over into clarity, into confidence, into a business that works as well as behind the scenes as it does on paper. This show is for the founders who want to lead like CEOs and not burn out like solopreneurs. It's for the ones who are scaling fast, but whose backend still feels like a Google Drive crime scene. You know what I'm talking about. And it's definitely for the financial operators who are brilliant at client strategy, but low-key drowning in their own delivery systems. Each week, I'll be sitting down with other founders, operators, and experts who are running businesses the rest of us would want to be in the next sell over from, because they're building with clarity, structure, and the kind of margin that makes scaling feel sustainable. I created this podcast because I saw the same pattern over and over. Financial pros who are great at what they do, but their business backend is chaos. Client delivery is reactive and margins are unclear. Decisions are being made in the dark. And they don't need more tools. They need visibility, better systems, and someone to help them zoom out. And that's what I do as a fractional COO. And that's what this podcast is here to support you with. I remember one of my first clients, a PR agency founder who was managing a membership, a course, and a ton of one-on-one clients. She came to me thinking that she needed tech help, but once we dug in, we realized that she didn't have a tech problem. She had a capacity and clarity problem. Her most profitable offer was the one she was giving the least time to. Her team was maxed out, but no one knew why, and she was waking up every morning already behind. Does this sound familiar? Once we mapped out her revenue streams, team capacity, and margins in a way that was simple to see at a glance, everything clicked. She shifted her time, adjusted her team strategy, and finally felt like she was leading her business again, instead of just reacting to it. That's the transformation I want this podcast to offer. Not more noise, but real clarity, the kind that helps you run a business that actually works for your life. Each episode is short, strategic, and focused on real business transformation. We'll cover things like how to simplify your backend and clean up delivery, what metrics actually matter when you're growing, systems that make space for real leadership, and the mindset shifts that let you scale without stress. And yes, we'll talk about money, decisions, capacity, and the stories we don't always share online. This is your unfiltered look at what it really takes to grow a lean, clean, high-profit business when you're the operator and the visionary. If you're a financial founder building something big and want to be a guest, I'd love to hear from you. Or if you're in a season of growth and you just want help turning your back-end chaos into clarity, this is your invitation. Head to jworksvirtualsolutions.com/podcast to connect and book a call to be the next guest, or check out the growth assessment that shows you what's working, what's not, and what to fix first. This is the Next Sell Over, where real operators talk real business. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the inside.